Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today we're discussing what might be the greatest sports watch of the 2010s. Launched in 2010, but only available in 2014. It took even Jaeger-Lecoultre most of half a decade to deliver this grandly complicated watch. Master Compressor Extreme Lab 2, a watch so packed with features, engineering, and refinement that if this were Richard Mille, I'd be talking about a $500,000 to $1.5 million watch. But it's a Jaeger-Lecoultre, which means you're going to be able to get into this thing for about what people pay for a steel Rolex Daytona. And this watch is simply stacked. So it came out in 2014 in the form you see here with the red accents, titanium case, and ceramic bezel. A 300-piece limited edition that's 46.8 millimeters in diameter, 15.7 millimeters thick, and from lug tip to lug tip, it is 54 millimeters across. Now, I've told myself many times I can't wear this watch, it's too big. That's mostly to protect myself. I'll let you be the ultimate judge, but officially my wrist is 16 centimeters circumference. I'm going to opine that you need a wrist of 17 centimeters circumference to wear this watch proportionally. That said, it is very light and comfortable, and it is designed to fit on a smaller wrist, at least in terms of fit, meaning it'll stay put. The watch features, listen to this now, mechanically ratcheting articulated lugs. The strap is beautifully contoured and textured, and you can see it even features metrics so you can remember your sizing. On the other side, we have a pin buckle that may be the most over-engineered in history. Not only does it have a quick release from the strap so you don't need a tool, but it has a micro adjustment in profile so you can see short and long so you can fine-tune the fit. There's also a system that allows you to quickly and easily remove the strap by lifting this shutter, which you can see closes with spring-loaded ball bearing pin snaps. So now, just like that, I can pull the strap out. The watch comes with a second strap that's made of leather. It's black and red if you want to dress the watch up. Use this strap in rubber if you want to avail yourself of this watch's 100-meter water resistance. Now, I'm not going to give you lug dimensions here because this is a proprietary strap system, so you're not going to be custom ordering any straps. Now, I'm going to quickly lift that shutter. You want to compress these little springs, and just like that, it goes right back in. Very easy to do. And by the way, this is a super expensive pin buckle. I don't know if I said so before, but I actually looked up the replacement cost of this thing, and it's between 3,000 and 4,000 Swiss francs. It's absolutely insane. The case is made of an alloy of titanium called Taiwan 15, which has all the fundamental qualities of grade 5, including taking a sharp polish and being more scratch resistant than grade 2. Of course, titanium often used for medical implants. It's hypoallergenic, and it allows this watch, which is all sapphire, titanium, and ceramic, to be very, very light. You can see you have a ceramic bezel to help guard the case against blows. That'll help prevent scratches. And then we also have a ceramic shoulder on the crown itself. It is a multifunction crown, so you can see, like Richard Mille, we have a multifunction crown. It allows you to select different modes right there. That's winding. That is your GMT function. And then you can set everything in sync. And you can see there's that little stub hand at center, and then there's a 24-hour dial down at the bottom to make sure it's clear about whether you're looking at 12 noon, for example, on that second time zone, or 12 midnight. So you have those four hands at center, one of which is chronograph seconds. Take a look at the digital jumping chronograph minutes display, and it will actually read up to 60. It's one of the few chronographs that has a 60-minute register. It's also one of the few chronographs that has a 24-hour hours display, which is coaxial with the running seconds. Now, this fascinating multifunction crown, you never actually pull it out, which means you just push to change the function, and then if you want to hack the movement, there is a dedicated stop operation lever on the side that makes it easy to quickly, safely, and completely stop the movement. That is your hacking function. So that's how that works. There is a second column wheel for the function selector of the crown, and that's in addition to the column wheel for the column wheel vertical clutch chronograph. Now, the column wheel here is an excellent one. Not only can you see it, you can hear and feel it. The tactile qualities are superb, and it's a vertical clutch, which means you can engage the chronograph without any jump or extraneous movement to the seconds hand, and you can leave the chronograph running without any additional wear or tear to the mechanism of the watch. 4 hertz beat rate, 70 joules. This movement has 569 parts. You could see no expense spared, platinum winding mass, unidirectional winding with ceramic rotor bearings, and you can see a feature not often seen on JLC watches, a full balance bridge anchored on both sides with a free-sprung balance architecture. Those two features imparting exceptional shock resistance. Nickel anthracite coated bridges. You can see here this watch immaculately hand-finished, but also built like a tank to avoid shock damage. Taking a look at the case back, there's a lot to absorb. And you can see all these different features, including the Master 1000 Hours control. For about 41 days, this fully assembled watch has been through a test of chronometry, durability, power reserve, winding efficiency, water resistance, a complete test of the assembled watch. Remember, the COSC is just a bare movement test, and then only for about 15 days. This is 41, and it's a 6-position chronometry test. Now, the watch does have lume. Let's take a look at it. As you can see, in the dark, no shortage, and differential lume, so it's easy to read the hands apart from the numerals. This watch simply exhausts superlatives. And let's say we do want to wind it. Take a look at the radial power reserve, 60 hours via a single barrel, and there is a power reserve across the top of the dial. So as I wind it, you could see that the red arc retreats and turns into white. And that's how you know how much power reserve is left in the watch. The finishing is world-class, both outside and inside, with polish, satin, and thoughtful details like a combination of media blast and polish on the shoulder of the crown. You can also see media blasted recesses within the polish of the ceramic bezel. And on the case back, the finish is horlogerie, nothing less. The movement artisanally decorated. In spite of its complexity, it also has impeccable manners. Water resistant, shock resistant, precise, loaded with features. And by the way, the balance in this watch, 11.5 milligrams per centimeter squared. It's a massive balance with a huge amount of inertia. This watch simply leaves no stone unturned. Its goal of being the greatest sports watch of its era achieved in full. Even look at the chronograph pushers. Each one features a shoulder designed to first protect the crown, but also act as an impact and shearing guard so the pushers themselves aren't damaged. This watch is just overflowing. It's like Silver Era Superman if you're a comic guy. So overpowered. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.